Buzzing on my face, see shadows stretching in the dark, long figures walking, going up like sparks.
Okay, this one's for the boys. Well, those of you that have girlfriends. Okay, girlfriends that go to a different school in Canada don't count. And worm girlfriends don't count. That's what I thought. Anyways, women only want one thing, and around Valentine's Day, many of you run into the question, oh god, what does that mean? What is it? For the first time. And I bet contemplating that is taking up a significant chunk of your thinking about the Roman Empire time. I get it. You're having trouble because all of your girlfriend's niche interests are boring, and therefore you never paid attention to them, like, what the heck is the core of a cottage? And you can just hit her with the classic combo again this year. You know, chocolates, flowers, teddy bear, necklace, romantic dinner maybe. If you don't spend too much money on Roblox this month. But, do girls actually like any of this? No, and trust me, I'm a girl. And I have a $30 microphone and some editing skills, which basically means I speak for all women. And this video definitely explains what all women want for Valentine's Day. Okay, first off, flowers. Flowers are great, and they all have different meanings. Red roses, for example, mean you love the receiver passionately. Upside down red roses mean you're angry at the receiver, and no roses mean no head. But if you want to leave a lasting impression, get your girl a flower that's actually cool. My suggestions: sunflower. Big, strong, powerful, provides nourishment, always looking at the bright side. Give your special lady this flower and she will associate all those positive masculine qualities with you. Another good one is the naked man orchid. This one just looks like a bunch of naked little guys, and it means, babe, we can be naked little guys together. So sweet. Another option is a handful of those little broccoli flowers. Those are pretty unique. Or monkey face orchid. Because come on, monkey. Next, the chocolates. The heart-shaped box is pretty played out, and you probably got her that last year. I know some companies are switching things up, so now you can get your Mrs. Game at Go Chocolate, construction work at Go Chocolate, and make Go Chocolate. But all these taste like ass and are again not what girls like. There are better alternatives. If Nestle is listening, well, they are. These are my suggestions for things that girls like that could potentially be chocolate. Moss, cannibalism is a metaphor for love, skinny Jewish boy, and Christianity symbols. Nestle, I will be hearing you. Also, do get your girlfriend a stuffed animal, but only get her a teddy bear if she is a Republican from the tundra. Otherwise, things are more thought into it. Make it her favorite animal. If you don't know what that is, or maybe if her favorite animal is something boring and stupid like a dolphin, get her one of these safe, fun, and politically
Jotaro didn't like that.
any girl would enjoy instead. Those would be PP, a sucker, Soviet rat, or Next one should be her
tacky.
crystals. So much better than any necklace because you won't feel obligated to wear them in front of you. They look pretty, but also have incredible ancient healing powers. Oh yes, they do. Down the top.
Are you here to see Michi?
Anxiety
Feel
relief.
free to take the time to look at the new supplies, too.
And finally, dinner. I'll be honest, she doesn't want dinner, Michael. She's a girl. She wants girl dinner. That was all. But in the end, these gifts
That
were
was
just
beautiful.
material things that are
I didn't know she could make songs.
That's the button. Go make Timothy chocolate before she
Oh,
turns
wow.
into a worm.
So please, let's see the real face. Let's see
Pretty sure I can just
the lie behind the mask of wine. Yes, so please,
clear out all of the non-A ones. Perfect.
and maybe she'll hear I'd cry.
I'll get more of these ones eventually, anyways, as well.
This life, with knowing what
They're looking for
gray. This world's so gray and
there's no sky,
there is no hope.
there is no soul. I know somewhere there must be more.
Basket singing for no one. Bittersweet nights and days without sun. Be no shy, don't flee from the light. Don't seek for embrace in the arms of the night. So please, let's see the real face.
Advanced means leveled up, right? I don't see any.
Behind the mask of wine, yes, so please, let's call her real name. And maybe she'll hear our cry.
Days rushing by, living this life, knowing what we're looking for. Gray, these walls are gray and there's no sky, but there's no home.
But does
there
Yuki
is
have the
no
amount of starships in Panic?
shore.
That.
Nice. Wow, what is up with my luck for S ranks right now?
I guess that should have been question 9.
My luck has recently
I'm
been
going
turning.
on the
I don't
first
like it when that happens.
he beats the fuck out of people because he's like, how dare you take my exo? And then what does he do? There's like a Rex Raptor fight, Mako fight, that's Yuki. Fuck, I can't use 50-50. And it wouldn't help either because if I used 50-50, he would shave it down to Mako or Doppelganger. And
You don't know what I would shave it down to.
oh, don't I think I have a little feeling.
Do you?
I think it can't be Panic because Panic is the last guy he fights before getting to Outrounds. Doppelganger's third starship.
Right.
It's 6, and then he's in. No, it's 10.
I'm just gonna
It
play
can't
the
be-
lowest of it.
It literally it
A
can't be
very,
Panic.
very
It
low
has to be
difficulty.
Ghost. I'm gonna say that Yuki defeated the gay clown.
Final answer.
Final answer.
I think what's incredible about this is that you were so wrong about so many things, but still got it right.
Huh? Wait, what'd I fuck up?
Okay, so yes, you are correct. Panic is not the last person that Yuki plays. They paced the Paradox Brothers in the cave to get their When It In 10 to get into the castle. So that's like where the fact you started going down that line, that's where I thought you were
EE team.
wrong. So Panic was before that at some point. But you were correct, where it's Weeble first, then Mako, then it's
Wait,
the
when's Rex?
technically he duels. So Rex was Joey. Rex wasn't you.
Yeah, but when?
So-
it's right after Weevil?
So no, after Weevil, Joey duels Mai. Doesn't have to bet all of.
Yeah,
Mai
sure.
doesn't have to
I'll
bet
go
all
with
of the
this.
star chips because Joey only had one, so she only bet one against him or something. So she was still in. So then after that, that's when Yugi plays Mako. Then after that, that's when Joey plays Rex, I think. And then after that, at some point, Yugi technically plays Mokuba, but like Mokuba jumps off the arena and like tries to take Yugi's star chips, which also would throw off your math and the calculus you were trying to do, by the way. And then the Kaiba doppelganger appears, and that is the third opponent. Not long after that, though, when you're asking when Yugi plays Bakura, the spirit of the ring like comes and like Bakura's like, hey, let's play like a fun little game together with our favorite guys, and that's like where the Cyber Commander thing with Tristan and all that comes from. And Bakura uses like the spirit of the ring to like make everyone into their favorite card.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the spirit of the Millennium Ring versus the Pharaoh, and all the main characters are their cards, and like if they die, they go to the graveyard type stuff. So that was right after the Doppelganger duel, I think, and then Panic was right after Bakura thing.
Sure.
So, like I said, I don't know how you arrived at the right answer through the wrong means, but it worked. So congratulations.
Yeah, you got it.
So 7, you've only missed the first 2. You haven't missed since the first 2 shots. You're like the Korean air rifle people. In Olympics right now.
I think I'm a little more like the Turkey 8 for a second.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Silver medal so far. Silver medal. All right. Next question. What is Pegasus's favorite show to watch? Is it Dummy Bunny, Funny Bunny, Money Bunny, or
Time
Runny
for the
Bunny?
toys
Oh,
to
you
meet
thought you would get me with this one. It's Funny Bunny. Final answer.
My dear.
Correct. I actually thought I was going to put this one up further, just because it'd be easier for you to get. But I thought I could trick you with some of the rhymes, so got that one. That one was fast. All right, next question. Joseph, you are a fan of Dungeon Duel monsters, but we're going to be talking about some Dungeon Dice monsters in this question.
Yep.
What are the majority colored dice that
Go.
Duke Devlin used during the Dungeon Dice monster mini-saga? Is it red and black, red and green, red and yellow, or yellow and green?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Go.
What are you... oh my
The
god.
dice are colored because the color represents the different types, or the attributes. I guess it's types for Dungeon Dice monsters.
I can't even phone a friend on this. I don't think I know anyone who knows this answer.
Sad part is, I knew this before I even wrote this question, so you could have phoned me if I was the one asking.
I think I have a guess.
Thank you for tuning in.
Like, his outfit is red and black, so it could be red and... It's fucked up that black isn't in any of the other ones, though. Is black a real color that the dice can be?
Black is all of these are real colors of the
dear.
dice. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna say red and black, then.
Okay. Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay, you're incorrect. It is red and green. Yugi's were blue and white for reference.
Oh no, how could I have fucked this one up?
So the black dice actually represent the items.
Oh.
And there were very few of those played. And so then, for context, the red dice were like dragons. The green dice are like beast or beast warrior type things. Yellow dice, which you also used, are zombies. And then Yugi had primarily blue and white dice. The blue dice are warriors, and the white dice are spellcasters. And so I think they like did that just to make them have distinguished like types of monsters that they were summoning. But yeah, we were talking about some of these before. How many unique ritual monsters were summoned throughout the entire Duelist Kingdom arc? Was it 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Blackluster Soldier, Magician of Black Chaos. That's all of them. That's all the ones I...
Well, 2 is not a correct answer, so...
No, it's not. Okay, let me just think about the duelists. Well, there's Relinquished. That's
Money,
one
money,
right
money,
there.
money,
Relinquished.
money.
That's 3. Rex Raptor and Weevil Underwood. They are not ritual summoning. They don't fucking have anything to ritual summon.
I don't know, Joseph. There's the Javelin Beetle.
Oh shit, there is. Bandit Keith summons Sarah the Mant, I believe. That's 4, but I don't think he summons anything else. Bakura seems like a guy who would do some ritual summoning, but for the life of me, I can't think of one. If it turns out that, like, Dark Necrofear is a ritual in the anime, I'm gonna be very mad.
Well, remember, this is just strictly the Duelist Kingdom arc, so keep that in mind.
My harass is in ritual summoning. Oh god, does Taya have, like, a stupid mirror ritual or some stupid shit?
That seems like a Taya arc.
It must have been very hard.
Stargazer's very tempting, but whatever.
It's legendary
You've done
Claymore
well.
that
Well, this
take
is
it from
easy
me.
mode, but whatever. I want
Or
Shalom.
it doesn't summon Zork. I don't recall that. I don't even think or I really I'm sure I'm missing one, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say 5.
Stargazer is cringe and
I
black.
think you're missing one, but you can't recall it.
With the understanding that one of them that I'm going to be wrong on, I'm gonna say 5. You might be able to remember.
Idle answer. You kind of walked right over it, and I sort of hinted to try to help you out. You are incorrect. The answer is 3. It is just ELS, Magician of Black Chaos, and Relinquished. Zero the band was summoned in Battle City. First, like, 1 or 2 episodes.
So fuck off. I was way.
Speaking of Taya, you mentioned her. That's actually the next question. Which of these monsters was not used by Taya against Vi? Is it Happy Lover, Shining Friendship, Lady of Faith, or Fairy's Gift?
Oh god, she's played all these cards. Every single one of these cards is a card that Taya's played, right? Okay, I don't think it's Lady of... I think she is... Wait, hold on. Let me think. How many duels does Taya have during Battle City? It's just the one, right?
As far as I recall, yes, I think it's just the one.
So I recall Taya using Happy Lover. I recall her using Shining Friendship and Lady of... I don't... This Fairy's Gift. What's that? No, I don't remember this card. She could have summoned it.
Are you looking these up?
Yeah, what the frick is it? No, I don't know.
You're supposed to look them up.
You're supposed to go on vibes? I don't know what this card is.
Of course!
Well, I'm going to say the answer is Fairy's Gift. I think it's Fairy's Gift for sure.
Final answer? Well, you're wrong. It's Lady of Faith, you cheater.
I looked it up and got it wrong. Lady of Faith is Rokuba. Fuck.
Lady of Faith is actually, I think, was it Mokuba? I don't remember. Bakura. I think Bakura was the Lady of Faith. Yeah, so I tricked you here because Taya has played Magician of
Why not?
Arresting someone without evidence.
Lisa's a character I like.
And good, because...
Unfortunately, she sucks too much to bother building.
Here, let me pull out my phone!
But why not? Let's use her here. We're in easy mode anyway.
I just wanted to know what she looked like.
Next question. What is the first
I don't
card ever
These
made?
hideous things really disgust me.
Is it
Let's get
Blackland
this
Fire?
over with.
It's Hatsubi Giant. Tagamusha of Flame Dragon Guardian.
Okay, so first Duelist Kingdom.
First, this is the Duelist Kingdom arc.
Yeah,
First, episode 1. Episode 1.
Is the first episode they get to Duelist Kingdom, or is it Pegasus fighting
Go.
Soul?
I mean, you tell me, buddy.
Ah!
Don't remember the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever.
Wait, was that? Is that the first episode of Kingdom?
Go.
That is the Duelist Kingdom arc. So yes, it would be episode 1 of... Yes.
In that case, I think I know the answer. I think it is Tatsu. Right.
Final answer.
That is the final answer.
Finally, wrong again. It is Tagamusha of Flame.
Who plays on?
When they
How
first open in on the scene of
It
the
must be
Oh,
destroyed.
it's Joey Yugi. Good.
That's exactly what happened. And Kagamusha of the Blue Flame is the first Yu-Gi-Oh card to ever make an appearance in that.
Thank you for tuning in.
Giant technically is the first card
It is
to make
your
an
honor to enjoy my feast for the
So I would
senses.
call what Wheeler does dueling.
How many times did Kaima summon the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon throughout the entire this kingdom? And remember, this is everything before Battle City. So this is Duelist Kingdom. This is the virtual world with the big 5, like when they get taken in the first time, not the second time. And then this is also like the Dungeon Dice Monster sidebar.
Oh, is he summoning dungeon dice monsters?
Your options are 1, 2, 3, or
know this one. I think it doesn't make too many appearances. There's the fight where it gets used with Panda the Graveyard, and then there's the fight with the Big Five where it gets used with Blind Luster Soldier. Yeah, it's just the 2. I'm gonna say 2.
Final answer? Are correct! The cold streak is over. You finally got it. I may have helped you out a little bit by telling you. That's okay.
You definitely did.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Remember, you still have one more lifeline here to improve your score. Not that you've needed it thus far. We'll see. Next question. Which of these characters has never had a gun held to their head? And we're going to assume that this is not the 4Kids version. They have fake guns. Yeah. Is it Bakura, Kaiba, Mai, Pegasus?
Kaiba and Pegasus have had a gun. Pegasus got a gun held to his head by Key. Kaiba has that scene where he throws Key onto a big BB in the airbrush a gun. It would be crazy if,
Morning.
God. But pull a gun on him. So Bakura's evil and Mai is a criminal. One of them has had a gun held to him. I think Bakura is like stealthy. No one really knows that he. I don't see a reason why someone would only. So I'm gonna say it's
Final answer.
final answer.
Are incorrect. It is Mai.
Getting foggy.
It's Mai.
Choose
Bakura. Where should I go have fun today?
But it was, I believe, when was snooping around in the tower, or like in the prison cells or something. One of the, like, Chemo or one of the monks likes him and just, like, says, like, oh, like, don't, or something like that. And then, I think, like, this is plenty of a rate to summon, like, up to 80 or some shit and just, like, kill them. Or something like that. Something to that. In Duelist Kingdom, monsters will receive a field power bonus if the type directly matches the range and the location of the what percentage boost did these monsters receive field power bonus? Is it 20%? 30%? 40%? Did it depend on the pretty sure
It is your honor to enjoy my
and
feast
I'm
for the
sure it's
senses.
either 20 or 30.
It's funny as a kid, like, we watched it, we just thought the concept of power modes was so, even though we didn't know how to do math like that, just like, whoa, the number's like 1690 or like 1920 or whatever it would turn into.
I will be completely honest with you, I just didn't know it existed as a kid. I was like, oh, this guy's just got 1920. And then when I was rewatching it on that Twitch playthrough, I was like, oh my god, there's like a rule to this. I just thought they were just making shit up. I'm gonna say 30.
Any read, just a vibe?
20 seems too low.
40 seems too high.
Yeah, I know it's not 40.
Alright, final answer then.
Yep, final answer.
Are correct!
Nothing.
30% is the flat field power bonus. The weird part about it is, and this is why I put 20 in there as well, aside from the fact that I needed other answers to trick you. They always mention the percentages of how much the terrain affects the field. So it would be like 40% mountain, 20% meadow, or things like that. But it didn't matter, they still got the flat 50% bonus if they got the field power bonus. So I always thought that'd be a cool concept that they implemented into the actual game, aside from like having to do math. But I guess like we don't play field spells, so maybe it's better just for the show's sake. Alright. Getting near the end, only a few left. You still have one lifeline. Next question. Throughout the Duelist Kingdom tournament, how many moves ended in a surrender? Was it 2, 3, 4, 5?
Them bitches were always
Dang it.
surrendering. Like, all the damn time. Yugi surrenders to Kaiba. Pretty sure that Mai surrenders to, like, Taya, Noe or something. And I'm sure I'm missing one. I'm gonna use, I know last time I was completely wrong about, like, I forgot one, so I'm gonna add one in, but I am going to double down and do that again. I'm gonna say 3 duels ended in a surrender.
That's your final answer.
That is my final.
I'm so glad
That's
that
an
you
interesting
brought me
answer.
to this
And
grand
logic is also
place.
sort of on, but you are still, unfortunately, incorrect for this one. And this one is going to actually blow your mind. Would you believe me if I said that Yugi actually doesn't technically surrender to Kaiba?
Oh! Does he just pass or something?
Yes, so technically, well,
I need
it's
to take
anime
step
bullshit
into the
logic.
void.
Technically, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Take me with you,
Technically,
my
Yugi's
little
attacking with the Celtic Guardian and then stops his attack, and then Kaiba uses his, like, decayed blue eyes to just kill off the Celtic Guardian, because it has, like, the one head that can, you know, still have its normal attack or whatever.
Sure.
So, technically, Yugi, he surrenders in spirit to losing to Kaiba, but doesn't actually officially surrender. But I can see why you think that. And I'm not gonna lie, as for everyone watching this, I literally had to stop and check to make
Let's
sure.
gamble.
The only times you're correct that Bai actually swung to Taya.
Fuck
as a
yeah,
matter
I
of fact,
failed.
We talked about that a bit earlier. Bai surrendered to Taya and just let her win so that Yugi could have the star chips or whatever.
Right.
But then also, Bai also surrendered to Yugi in the semifinals of
Get
Duel's
in line
Kingdom,
if you want to
because
have your
after
fortune read.
she was in a position where she was going to lose, I think after the Harpy's pet dragon got killed by Black Luster Soldier, she didn't want to see her Harpies hurt, so she actually puts her hand on the deck and surrenders.
Oh, so you're counting the one where she's in a losing position and she's like, I gotta surrender. You're not counting the one where he's like, you can kill me.
The rule, well, technically I do. So
That's
yes.
Okay, well,
I'll show you
Alright,
a
next
good
question.
game.
Next question. We talked about Kaiba's doppelganger. This is a question going back.
yes.
In the duel for Yugi duels against Kaiba's doppelganger, how does Yugi destroy Kaiba's first Wise White Dragon? Was it that Kaiba hacked the system and gave it a virus? Was it Mirror Force, Mystic Box, Spellbinding Circle?
That is just like such a question I am unprepared to answer. I do remember Kaiba had a system and gave it a virus on him. I don't think it was the first one though. I'm gonna say the first one was stopped by the shenanigans of the Mystic Box.
Final answer. This is pretty common.
No, it's the opposite. I don't know anything about this question, so I might as well take a shot at I'm gonna say Mystic Box.
You do have a lifeline. I'm just saying.
No one's gonna know this.
Well, you shouldn't use the lifeline because you are incorrect. It's actually through the magic of the spellbinding circle.
That doesn't even destroy it.
So, it doesn't. What happens is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon attacks a magical hat that has the spellbinding circle hiding under it, which again doesn't make any sense. Which reduces the attack of the Blue Eyes by 700, which it also doesn't do actual, and Dark Magician is able to attack over the first Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright, only a few left. We're in the home stretch. Speaking of the magical hats, that's actually what the next question is about. How many times did Yugi activate the magical hats throughout the Duelist Kingdom tournament? Is it 3, 4, 5, 6?
I feel like he's always got that fucking hats out. Oh man. Now I know he does it versus Pegasus. I'm gonna say he's always doing that shit. 6 seems like a lot. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say those hats are always coming out. He's always bringing the hats out.
So this time, instead of going 1 above the figures, you're going 1 below.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, final answer.
Final answer.
Just like the number of magical hats, it was 4. He used it against the Kaiba Doppelganger, which actually sort of gave away this answer. He used it against Hera and Dox when they were doing the whole tag team.
Sure.
He used them against Joey finals.
Oh.
I guess technically it was the finals, and then you were right. He did also use it against Pegasus. You got that one right. So you're close.
What a boring
Not
setup.
really, but you're close. Close. When Kaiba hacks into the Industrial Illusions mainframe and crashes the Industrial Illusions satellite, which state did he crash the satellite into? Is it California, Florida, New York, or Texas?
Are you for real right now? Alright, I'm gonna use my phone to check on this.
Okay, who would you like to call for this?
I'm gonna see if Danny will pick up. Let me see. The problem is a lot of my friends have jobs.
What do you mean? We're working.
Obey my rules.
I'm not getting it. Let me think who else I can try. Alright, I'm getting no help. I'm gonna take a crack at this one and hopefully one of them will respond by the time I need it.
I mean, you need it now, so that's unfortunately not enough.
Misfortune.
Okay. This is unfortunate because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what? It's Japanese. right?
Correct.
And Japanese people, they only know a handful of American states. If you had said, like, Ohio, we'd rule that out.
Yeah, I basically hand-selected the 4 states they would most likely know.
I'm gonna say the place where, like, where spaceships take off is Florida. So I'm gonna say it's Florida.
Okay, final answer.
Final answer.
Considering you just took a wild shot in the dark, you are unfortunately incorrect. It was the great state of California.
Sure.
And they do show this in the anime. There's like a whole scene where they just have the POV of the camera of the satellite literally crashing into the state. I'm sure that's not an act of terrorism in any sort of capacity, but, you know. Okay, this next one is actually about one of your favorite cards, Joseph. In the Duelist Kingdom final, technically it's not the final because it's the prize for winning the final, but in any case, in the duel between Yugi and Pegasus, what was the first monster absorbed by the all-powerful Relinquish? Was it Curse of Dragon,
What's that?
Dark Magician, Gaia the Fierce Knight, or Jigen Bakugan?
What a good question. No, this one I think I can figure out. Curse of Dragon, Gaia the Fierce Knight. You know, those are like the same guy. And this is like halfway through the duel, right? Because I remember Relinquished only comes out when he's done with the Toon World cards. I feel like it would be a closer to endgame type thing.
So are you ruling out that the bitch monsters like Curse of Dragon and Gaia the Fierce Knight?
I'm not calling Gaia the Fierce Knight a bitch. No, I think
the second-class monsters have been disposed of already.
No, I think they actually fit the bill as like the fodder that gets sucked up by this card, but would otherwise be taking over.
Okay. No, I was curious what your logic was. It's fine.
Like I would remember Gaia is more iconic.
I need magic damage or summons.
If it's Jigen Bakugan, I'm gonna go
That was so worth
I'm gonna
it.
say
Final answer.
final answer.
I cannot believe you got that one. But yes,
Oh,
it was
let's
Curse of
go.
Dragon, actually.
Let's go!
It does absorb Dark Magician and Jigen Bakugan at later stages, I believe, but Curse of Dragon was the first one. That's interesting that you thought you would remember Gaia getting sucked up. It's fascinating. But it led you to the right answer. Okay, next question. In the Duelist Kingdom arc, Hump King, the King of Ghosts, would increase the attack of all
What
of
are we
both zombie
about
monsters
to do?
each turn. What was that percentage? Was it 5, 10, 15, or 20%?
It's a percentage.
It has to be a percentage. It has to sound more intimidating than, you know, what it does on the actual card.
Which I think is
That's
what,
like
like
everything out of metal.
200?
I think it's 200.
The 200 is making me 20% because that's like 2 and 0, you know? It's like 2s and 0s.
For tuning in.
But it's also really low, so it could be like 5%. What would be 5%?
Go.
200 times 20 be 4,000.
My bad, I didn't mean
200
to.
times 10 would be 2,000. And that would mean it's 2,000 attack for monsters.
That was my actual target.
200, but it doesn't have a lot of those. I think it's high. I think it's like 20. I was actually surprised to see the low numbers on here. I'm gonna say 20%. Sure.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I can see how you arrived at that number. But unfortunately, it is incorrect. It is a mere 10%.
Sure, whatever.
To be fair,
Ready?
I think they showed like 3 or 4 turns passing.
Little landmine?
Because they can't like attack directly or anything.
Yeah.
So I think they just show like 3 or 4 turns of Joey getting body, and like the thing just like yeah, exactly. So they get to like 3,000 attacks or
See
something
how
insane
scary
number.
those guys look?
Which could have like
They
thrown
must
off.
be
Like,
dangerous.
but I can see your logic with like the
I chased them off
200%. That's
Oh, right.
all right. The final question. Final question. You are well, if you get this right, you will have an over 50% success rate. Which one of the following cards is not one of Pegasus's anime exclusive cards? Is it Absorb Spell, Magical Neutralizing Force, Prophecy, Trap Displacement?
I don't know. I have to use my lifeline.
If someone will pick up.
There we go.
Yo, is everything alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm filming a video with Alex right now.
Okay.
It is a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style video, and it requires me to have the ability to phone a friend asking a question about dual monsters that I don't know.
Okay, got it, sure.
I know you're a Duel Monsters genius.
I am.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you gotta tell me what the answer is. And let me
Yeah,
just say that I have no fucking clue what it is. So,
alright, I got shot.
oh, hold up. Annie is also calling. Hold up. Let me see if I can get you all on three-way call here.
I didn't say you could vote 2 friends for the record, but
Hello? Are you three?
I'll allow it.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, I fucked up. I asked you both for help for
Oh,
this.
wait, who's this?
And then you both said yes at the same time. It's Peeps and Luke on Carmen.
Yo, it's the squad. Hi, Danny, how are you? Hey, it says I'm with Joseph. Is this like a group call?
It is a group call.
It's a group call? Fuck?
Okay, so
What is this, 1996?
Here's the deal. I'm calling you because I'm filming with Alex, and he has me on a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style show where I need to phone a friend. So I need to ask you two a question about Duel Monsters and that I do not know.
Right, you know the content well is nice and full when we're doing game shows from the 90s, but sure. Why would you call me?
Well, at this point, I would just be happy to hear from anyone.
It's time for the toys to meet new friends.
Are you ready for the question?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Which one of the following
is
cards
ringing,
is
My
not
dear,
one of
What are
Pegasus's
we about
anime
to do?
exclusive cards?
Sure.
Alright, and the 4 answers are Absorb Spell, Magical Neutralizing Force, Prophecy, or Trap Displacement.
I think I know it. Can you say the names again?
Yeah, the 4 are Absorb Spell, Magical Neutralizing Force, Prophecy, or Trap Displacement.
Dang.
Go.
So it was magical neutralizing force,
Magical Neutralizing Force, yes.
work spell,
Absorb Spell,
trap displacement, and what was the other one?
Prophecy.
Okay, so it's not an anime exclusive. Not an anime.
The one that is not a Pegasus anime exclusive.
I will read your mind
Oh
and
my
everything else.
God.
They're all anime
Your
exclusive,
soul.
but one isn't
I will
Pegasus.
read your
I see.
mind and
Okay.
everything else. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh my goodness. Confident answer on this. I'm sorry.
Thank you for tuning
I
in.
hooked it up.
Yes.
That's okay.
Go.
Neutralizing force. Absorb spell.
It is the last
My
question. It's meant to be
dear.
the hardest.
Okay.
Well, of these four, do you know any that are Pegasus's cards?
I know. I'm pretty sure he's used trap displacement. I'm
Done.
pretty sure.
That's enough. I don't need to know more than that. I believe you.
I'm pretty sure. Gosh, dude, this is the hardest thing you've ever asked me.
That can't possibly be true. Oh, I lost the call.
I guess your time was up.
Alright, well, what did I get out of that? No trap displacement? Alright, let me think about this. Magical, okay, I do know Magical Neutralizing Force is a card. Trap displacement, that's a good one to get. So it's Prophecy or Absorb Spell. Is Absorb Spell just spell absorption? Prophecy is the spellbook cards. No, if there was a guy who was going to use Prophecy, it's probably the guy that could see into your mind. It would be Absorb Spell.
You don't sound too confident.
No, I'm not confident at all.
At least you've got it down to a 50-50, what it sounds like.
They're actually
In your mind.
They are still texting me. He says, I am 95% certain that he used trap displacement on magical hats or some stupid shit like that. Yeah. They don't even sell me on trap displacement. I'm gonna say that it's Absorb Spell. Absorb Spell is not a Pegasus anime exclusive.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Well, Joseph, your 3-way paid off because you are correct.
Christ, that was the most painful call of my life.
I didn't think that was going to be that tough, but apparently that I'm glad that ended up being like the climax
What the
of this
hell?
whole
I'm looking
thing.
it up.
because
What the hell is Prophecy?
So Prophecy is like right when Yugi or Kaiba is about to play a card, he activates Prophecy, and if he guesses if it has over or under 2,000 attack, like the card immediately gets destroyed before it even gets played or something.
This is in one of my fucking Twitter threads. I should have known this. What's Absorb Spell?
You've done a lot of this.
Oh, Absorb Spell is just spell
Absorb
absorption.
Spell. So, yeah, I put that in there because I thought because Relinquish and Thousand Eyes absorb things, I thought you would just kind of just not think
I
that
was too
gonna
stupid to figure it out.
Go.
But yeah, I don't even think Pegasus. I think Kaiba used Absorb spell, and it was just like spell absorption. I don't think it was like. I think it's the art for spell absorption, but I think it actually did something way better than spell absorption does.
Wait, then how could it possibly?
I think it literally like took a spell and like gave its effect or something like that. So I think it was like mystical ref panel, something like that. I don't remember. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I swear it was not like actual TCG spell absorption. Joseph, congratulations! You got a humble 50% of the questions correct. How do you feel?
That's an F+, baby. I don't feel great. I don't feel fantastic. Apparently I don't know shit about the anime.
It's enough to pass the bar.
Oh, that does make me feel better. Oh boy. I'm gonna smuggle Danny in.
I don't even know if how much help they really. I guess they got rid of
They got one out of those four. They were about 50-50. They were 75-25.
To be fair, if I did 50-50 this one, I was just gonna make it between Absorb Spell and Prophecy, so that wasn't gonna help. Well, I hope you had fun. Thank you for indulging me and doing this really stupid show. I thought you would enjoy me and so guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all their continued support. So shout to Shoutbird 720x3, MPT Play Madolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Phoenix the Immortal, Tony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Little Faintly, Draconic, Dylan Hunter, JW11860, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Chrono the Brandon Enjoy, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Power Ray, both out a stupidly long name that barely makes any sense and is annoying to read out loud, Cheeks McLafferty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MPT Cancel by all soon cancel by all committee, soon cancel by all players soon, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, Calvin Tempest, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, Daniel Howell, and life keeps using solemn judgment on my hopes and dreams. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
I forgot that was a thing.
Where the rest of the things say?
Select the issue your calculator or the way you're entering the numbers. Double check your input or try using a different calculator to confirm. Now, to be fair, not every single AI failed this test. I put this prompt to Google Gemini, and it did give the correct answer that 9.9 is bigger than 9.11. Think of it like money. $9.90 is more than $9.11. And I'm fairly confident that Meta and ChatGPT will improve their AIs to a point where they will be able to solve all of these questions. These AIs are still in their infancy. The reason they're going to get better is because they're training on human intelligence. In fact, according to Ars Technica, YouTube creators like myself were surprised to find Apple and others trained AI on their videos. Dig a little more into the story, Proof News examined a training dataset of YouTube video subtitles and to find out which ones had been used for AI training. They
Why do I
found
have
over
this?
173,000 YouTube videos were taken from more than 48,000 channels used by Silicon heavyweights like Anthropic, Nvidia, Apple, and Salesforce. Many of them declined to comment, and others just said it was used for training or research purposes. I did look up on their tool, and my channel did have several videos that were used for training. Whole news got me thinking, and ultimately it struck a nerve. Like many individual YouTube education creators, we've noticed our views are down, but not because there isn't interest. The main problem is that our videos are just not being shown to a large enough audience. The way that we generally get views is that YouTube is going to show our videos to people, whether they're subscribers or not subscribers, and then some percentage of people will click through on those videos, and that will result in views. So if YouTube is not showing our videos to people, it's impossible for us to get views. And this is somewhat understandable. We're competing against a lot of other people. So YouTube even explains, why would your video have a high click rate and average view duration but low impression? Now many times we're comparing our videos against our own videos. YouTube is saying their systems rank each video against all other videos that a viewer might watch. So think about this. You're an individual YouTube creator, like myself, with a couple $100 of fan funding. You have to compete against people, each team, tens of thousands of funding.
I've seen it all. Your vulnerability.
It's quite understandable that YouTube would say, yeah, these other videos are better produced, better content, so I can even live with that. I'm fine that you guys get to watch the best videos that you want. Then you compare that where AI is training on my videos, and that's really ridiculous. YouTube is saying your videos are not useful, but AI of these billion-dollar companies is saying, oh yeah, this is something valuable. So I'm going to take a moment to support creators. There are many different ways that you could do this. One way is just watching and sharing the videos. I have over 1,000
let's try getting
videos, and
Emperor one
many
last
of my
time.
old videos don't even get shown. So if you have a chance, go ahead and watch some of the old classics. It will definitely help the channel tremendously. If you're in a position, you can give a one-time thank you directly. You can leave a comment with a super thanks. It comes directly to me. You can buy one of my books or some merchandise and show your support. If you're in a position, it would be wonderful to have
Keep going ahead and you'll see the gates of
to
hell.
join a YouTube membership or join a Patreon. Channels that have consistent funding are able to be financially stable for the future. And just remember what you are supporting. Without channels like mine, you are going to end up with AI that has 9.11 as bigger than 9.9. We can't let this happen. Thanks for making us one of the best communities on YouTube. See you next episode of Mind Your Decisions, where we solve the world's problems, one video at a time.
The phone is ready. Do you want my mark?
Go.
It was supposed to be Emperor there, not Hecate. Whoops.
Go.
Too noisy. Quiet.
I will read your mind and everything else. I will see through your...
Thank you for tuning in.
Go.
Face your fear head on.
Cool.
My misfortune has finally
It still took
ended.
an hour, almost, pretty much. Well, 30 minutes. The first 10 minutes was just me doing my dailies. I'm literally never gonna do any bosses in this difficulty. Because that's literally worthless. Sure, let's go with this. Finally.
The torch is still here. I'll light it. You know, before today, I never liked you. The first day I was brought back to the camp, I saw you, another kid coddled by the crew. It made me so jealous and reminded me of fighting over a piece of bread with other kids when I was little. Or maybe I just didn't like losing. Later, I competed for the guide's position with you. To convince everyone, I made up so many nice tales, but they laughed it off each time. The routes you suggested were always bold and dangerous, yet everyone followed without protest. The things I'd never dared to face in my life, you never averted your gaze from. You pointed out the path directly, leading the team forward without looking back. You're even younger than me. Why weren't you ever afraid? I couldn't do it. I could only follow behind you, trying to catch up while sulking. Looking back now, I wish I'd talked to you sooner. Then I would have known that courage alone isn't enough. Like today, watching you fall worried me so much. Don't you ever do this again. Press ahead bravely, but stay fearful at heart. Don't forget the dangers, even if the goal is in sight. From now on, you are the only guide. Just like I need you, you need me too. I'll help you once more, for the last time. Consider it a thank you for giving me courage.
Hastia? I'm not your guide. Hestia? Doko ka? Nice. Hestia? No. Little guide kinda looks like Frisk. I don't know. They don't even have the same hair color. Hestia!
Don't worry.
Wow, 13 minutes only? Here I am, it took 3 whole days.
I can't remember what exactly happened in the dream. Or maybe I don't want to remember.
You're in the hospital
It
with
still
your
spooks me
armor?
out. The only thing I remember is a few small flames. I think someone told me to follow them to get out of the phenomenon. I requested support immediately, but when we rushed to the site, we failed to find that abandoned camp despite rigorous search efforts. That child named Hestia was also nowhere to be found. The Ring Research Institute says it was a mania-induced illusion, kind of like a daydream. I'll take that explanation. After all, the phenomenon is gone now. Chief has been at the MBCC this whole time. Once she wakes up, we can hear her side of the story and find out. But if all of that was real, then Chief...
Yikes, 3 days. Purpose will these data serve? I'm exhausted. I'd like to be alone for a while. How does Shorl open and close doors?
Don't worry. You're the guide. We will always follow you.
Sure. Still need to play one more if I want to get the free copy of the A rank. But everything from here on that I'll do in Eternal Nightmare will be off screen. Assuming I even do Eternal Nightmare further. Overall thoughts, I suppose.
Didn't expect you here.
I think it was a decent story this time around.
Please stay closer to me, Chief. I'll shield you from the wind and rain.
The story was nice, but I suppose the one complaint I have would be on Hestia as a character. She was a kind of boring character, honestly. But just mid. There's still the interrogation for the A rank. And I don't really want anybody's. There's frickin' Mantis. I don't. That's Ella. I guess I actually already did Reyes. Yeah, I don't really care. I'll do them at some point maybe, but the nightmare mechanic, the mirage mechanics is not something I quite like. Yep. The thing is, yeah, I don't really have that much to say. I didn't hate it per se, but it's also not something that has a lot of things I want to talk about. Oh, we got introduced to Store Town, I guess, as well as Maria. There was this weird fucking moment with the chief and family or something. What was up with that? In terms of lore reveals, it honestly just confused more than it did reveal things. Which I don't think is a good thing. Why do you think FNAF has been so successful as a mystery series for children for such a long time? That's because it answers questions by giving us new questions to try to answer. The shit that they'll continue drip feeding over time. If it's longevity or after, that's the That's how you want to do it. FNAF to me still canonically ends at FNAF Custom Night. It's only when you want it's only when you want the mystery to end that you finally answer everything. Well, everything important, I guess.
Miss Blade or me?
But whatever. You know, we got a burning character now. Whoopee. I'm gonna go now.